This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
In preparation for the Yom Tif of Pesach, I'd like to share with you a Lamdasha question on the Daled Kaisais. The actual question is short and concise, but for a fuller appreciation of the question, I would like to give a little bit of background information. There's a mitzvah of Daled Kaisais. According to Tiferes, the mitzvah is for the Balabayis. According to the Rambam, it's for all the Bnei Beisai as well. The Gemara says in Pesachim, Kuf Ches Amud Beis, Hishke mehen levanav levnei Beisai yatza. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, v'hu de ishti ruba de kaisa. You have to drink the majority of the kais. In other words, even though there's a mitzvah of Daled Kaisais, you don't have to drink the whole kais, you have to drink the majority of the kais. Says Tosfos Divrei Hamaschel de Kasa, says Tosfos, which is Hainu Kimloi Lugmav. You have to drink the majority of the cup, which is Kimloi Lugmav, a cheekful. Kehilas La'el, like the Gemara said earlier on Kov Zayin. However, says Tosfos, Umihu L'chadchila Tzarech Lishtais Revius. L'chadchila, you need to drink an entire Revius. However, this din of what the Gemara says, Ruba de Kasa, it's a din b'di'eved. B'di'eved, you have to drink Roiv Kais. L'chadchila, you have to drink an entire Revius. That's the Shita of Tosfos. So there's a din of Roiv Kais. However, that's only b'di'eved. L'chadchila, you have to drink the whole Revius. A parallel to this idea that l'chadchila you have to do the whole thing and b'di'eved Roiv is good enough is the Gemara in Chulen Daf Chav Zayin, where we say for Shlita Roiv Simanim, you have to shecht Roiv Simanim, but only b'di'eved is it good. L'chadchila, you have to shecht both of the two simanim. So the same way by Daled Kaisais, we say that Roiv Kais is b'di'eved according to Tosfos. We have a parallel to that by Shlita. You really l'chadchila should shecht two complete simanim. B'di'eved, Roiv of the two simanim is a good Shlita. Now, the Gemara Pesachim Kov Zayin says a very similar din regarding Kiddush on Shabbos. Rav Huna, Rav, V'chein Tani, Rav Gidol de Menarash, Hamakadesh v'ta'am malei lugmav, yatza, v'imlav la yatza. The Gemara says for Kiddush, you have to be toyem malei lugmav, a cheekful, which is what is known as Roiv Kais or Roiv Revius. So it would seem like the din of the Daled Kaisais and drinking for Kiddush are the same. That l'chadchila you have to drink the whole kais or the whole revius, and b'di'eved Roiv Kais is good enough. The Bach in Siman Taf Ayin Beis points out, no, there's a fundamental distinction between the kais of Daled Kaisais on Pesach and on Shabbos. Says the Bach, on Shabbos, one only has to be toyem in the kais. You only have to taste the kais. What is considered a ti'ima? A ti'ima is malei lugmav, a cheekful. Therefore, says the Bach, l'chadchila, you're yotzei by drinking a cheekful, because you don't have to drink a kais, you only have to have ti'ima min ha-kais. So a cheekful, malei lugmav, Roiv Revius, is considered a full-fledged ti'ima. Masha'in kain by Daled Kaisais, the mitzvah is to drink the kais, and therefore, l'chadchila, you need to drink the whole kais, the whole Revius. Roiv Kais or Roiv Revius is only what Tosfos considers good b'di'eved. Okay, so now we're learning that when it comes to Daled Kaisais, it is only b'di'eved to drink Roiv Kais or Roiv Revius. Now, let's understand for a moment, what is the lamdas that at least b'di'eved it would be okay to drink Roiv Kais, or by Shlita, what's the lamdas that it's good enough to shecht Roiv Simanim? L'chayra, the lamdas is ruba kekula. The majority is like the whole thing. There's a klal in Shas, ruba kekula. The miut gets schlepped along with the roiv. Ruba kekula. So it's going to work by Daled Kaisais, and it's going to work by Shlita. The question is, here's the big question, here's the Mishmar Shaila. Ruba kekula, by Shiurim, you need to have Revius, and yet Roiv Revius, at least b'di'eved, is good enough. You have to shech two simanim, but Roiv Shlita is good enough. Then why wouldn't we do that by other shiurim, by other measurements? we're using ruba kekula by shiurim, why wouldn't we use it by other measurements? For example, the matzah, where you have to eat a kazayas matzah. Would anyone say, don't eat the kazayas, b'diavad? B'diavad, it's good enough to eat roiv kazayas. Have roiv kazayas, and then we'll say the miyat that you didn't eat, ruba kekula. What's the difference? Why is it that when it comes to daled koisais, at least b'diavad, we utilize the rule of ruba kekula? The majority is like the whole thing. And by achilas kazayas of matzah, or many other shiurim, let's say by mikvah, where you need mem sa, nobody would ever say, well, it's good enough to have 26 2/3 of a sa. Of course not. We would never say ruba kekula by shiurim. So why by the shiur of revius? Again, by daled koisos, the Bach says it's not a din in te'ima. You have to have kois, you have to have roy, you have to have a shiur revius. It's not te'ima. If it's not te'ima, if it's a din in shiurim, we don't say ruba kekula by shiurim. So again, in a nutshell, the question is, why by daled koisos do we yes say ruba kekula, and by achilas matzah, achilas kazayas, do we not say ruba kekula? So think about this question, and those who are able to submit an answer will be submitted to be able to win a special pras. Wishing everyone a freilichen, a zisen, kosherin Pesach.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.